Psalms chapter 84 and verse 10. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. So one day in the kingdom of heaven is better than 1,000 of your best days on this side, man. Let me repeat that again. One single day in the kingdom of heaven is better than 1,000 of your best days on this side, man. Okay? Where things were better for you. Moments that you can reminisce on and say, yeah, that was a good day. The kingdom of heaven blows it out the park, man. It blows it out the water. Just one day. Not to mention, the Heavenly Father, He's going to stretch out the time. He's going to expand the time so you can enjoy your immortality. You can enjoy your life. And the Lord said in Wisdom of Solomon, He created the Israelite man to be an image of His own eternity, man. We're going to be a likeness of His own eternity, man. We're going to be many most highs, man. We're going to be many most highs. Okay? God's on earth under Yahweh Shemi Yahushua.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
And also what's going to make us gods? These laws, statutes, commandments, and us judging by the laws, statutes, commandments, but also these laws being in our inward parts, making us those perfect judges. Not to mention, we experience these different reincarnations in this wicked flesh, so we know how to judge the flesh. We know how to judge this body because we've been in this body many times. Okay? But once again, the kingdom of heaven is going to be patterned after the mind of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, man. A righteous paradigm.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven.
All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing His word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, pushing to get up out there. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Shemi Yahushua. All right, so we coming with another lesson this morning, dealing with, all right, you don't have nothing, Jake, you know, and understanding that we in this captivity, and this captivity wasn't meant for us, all right, to be prosperous, man. All right, matter of fact, real quick, let's get this in the book of Psalms, real quick, 119. Okay, because you got Jake out here, you know, especially going TikTok. All right, you have certain Jakes, you know, certain Jakes think they, you know, woke, all right, and think they on some type of level, okay, because they're Republican now, and you know that they have a piece, okay, of this American prosperity, which American prosperity is dead, okay. American prosperity is completely dead. All right, if you in your mind thinking that there's some type of prosperity here in America, all right, you're asleep, okay? And you have these people celebrate, you know, certain tax cuts, okay, within this big beautiful bill, and not understanding, all right, that those tax cuts, all right, don't benefit, all right, the lower class, all right, even the middle class, okay? Those tax cuts, all right, are for the super rich. Okay, they the ones that see the benefits of that. Okay, because what they pay in taxes, okay, can pay salaries of whole corporations. Okay, so them getting the tax cut is a major break for them. That's not a break for you. Okay, So when you go here to Psalms 119 and 71, you can read that, bro.
Psalm chapter 119, verse 71. My suffering was good for me, for it taught me to pay attention to your decrees.
Yeah, America was a punishment for us, man. And not saying that you had to be dirt poor in America, all right? But we have to understand we're here for a punishment. So if we understand that we're here for a punishment, man, the goal isn't to try to partake in the prosperity, all right, of our captors, man. Okay, this is Esau's kingdom. Okay, this is not our kingdom. See, we have a whole kingdom coming, and we will sitting here, okay, to suffer, okay, and to be under, all right, the yoke, the bondage, okay, of our enemy. So it will teach us righteousness, man. So we will learn to appreciate righteousness, man. Okay, by being captives in the wicked kingdom. Okay, because even Yahweh Shai, when you go here, you see, because even if you do have, even if you're upper middle class in this society, okay, guess what? You're still in a wicked society, all right, and you still in a society that's a scam, and your wealth can be taken from you unjustly, man. Okay, so we thirst for a righteous kingdom now. Okay, not not a bigger piece of the American pie. Okay, no, we thirst for a kingdom. Okay, go read Matthew 5:6, Bible shop.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 6. The Most High blesses those who hunger and thirst for justice, for they will be satisfied.
Yeah, so we have a hunger, we have an appetite for righteousness, man. Okay, not to be a celebrity in this wicked kingdom. Okay, not for clout. Okay, not to obtain wealth. You know, if you can do better for yourself, you can do it. Ain't nothing wrong, with making the money move. All right, or two. Okay, but this mindset of, we're here to prosper. Jake think they gonna create some type of generational wealth. Niggas been talking about generational wealth for generations. Okay, it ain't manifested yet because it's not. All right, it's not meant for you niggas to have generational wealth, man. The curses say bless, all right, shall you be coming in. I mean, a curse shall you be coming in, a curse shall you be going out. All right, so Jake might come up in between, but no matter how much Jake get, they always leave out curse, man. All right, none of these niggas, no matter how rich these niggas get, there's never, the next generation never sees their wealth, man. Okay, so let's go here real quick. I want to play this quick video by Trump. All right, where he said in his campaign in I think it was 2016. Okay, so let's go here. All right, he was really making mockery of you niggas, man. Okay, and you same niggas have rallied behind him today. Okay, so let's play this real quick.
No group in America has been more harmed by Hillary Clinton's policies than African Americans. No group. No group. If Hillary Clinton's goal was to inflict pain on the African American community, she could not have done a better job. It's a disgrace. Tonight, I'm asking for the vote of every single African American citizen in this country who wants to see a better future. Look how much African American communities have suffered under Democratic control. To those I say the following: what do you have to lose by trying something new like Trump? What do you have to lose? I say it again. What do you have to lose? Look, what do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose?
Yeah, so in the words of Donald J. Trump. All right, what the hell you niggas had to lose? And see, you should have that mindset towards Yahweh Shai. Okay? You Israelites should have that mindset towards Yahweh Shai, because what the hell do you niggas have to lose? Nothing, man. All right? When you really go into it, all right, I just ask, has black wealth increased or decreased? Now, when you go into the AI overview, it says while black wealth has increased in recent years, the racial wealth gap has also widened. And that's that great Gulf fix. Okay, it's fixed. So Jake seemed like they coming up, but guess what? Everyone else is still outpacing you, man. Okay, and we're gonna get that parable. It says indicating that the gains for black households have not kept pace with those of other racial groups. In other words, black wealth is growing, but the gap between black wealth and the wealth of other racial groups is also increasing. Okay, and that shows you that great gulf, okay, is fixed between, all right, Jake and everyone else, and especially, all right, Esau. All right, and the most wealth that's being gained by Jake is sellouts. You gotta understand, they're including the Tyler Perrys and the Diddy's and the Mayweathers. Okay, they're included in that. All right, so most of the wealth, even that Jake has, how much wealth you said Jake had in America? You know,
This is the Google search. It says what percentage of wealth is in the black community. It says so-called black Americans hold a significantly smaller percentage of the U.S. wealth compared to their population share. It says black households hold only about 3.4% of the nation's wealth.
3.4%. Okay, 3.4% of the nation's wealth. Okay.
That's just according to the Census Bureau.
Yeah, that's according to the Census Bureau. And on this one, it says while they represent, it said black Americans hold a disproportionately small share of the nation's wealth compared to the population percentage. While they represent roughly 13.6% of the U.S. household, they hold only about 4.7% of total wealth, according to the Census Bureau. Conversely, white Americans hold a much larger percentage of the wealth compared to the population share. The disparity is a significant aspect of racial wealth gap in the United States, and nothing you niggas gonna do is gonna close that gap. Okay, there's nothing you niggas gonna do, and this the end. See, Esau finna change over to a new system, and you niggas still trying to close this wealth gap, and this nigga finna change it to a whole new goddamn system, man. All right, this digital currency. Okay, and it just shows you this parable. When you get it,
I got you.
but let's go ahead to this parable real quick. That's no. When you go to the book of Luke, and it goes into this great Gulf fix. All right, 16. Yeah. All right, let's read that Luke 16 and 19. It's an NLT. You got it.
This is Luke chapter 16, verse 19 NLT. And Yahweh Shai said, there was a certain rich man who was splendidly clothed in purple and fine linen, and who lived every day in luxury.
Yep, so this is speaking of Esau Edom. Okay, the rich man. All right, who fared every day, sumptuously, lived every day in luxury, man. It's beginning with the elites. Okay, the super rich. All right, go ahead.
Verse 20, it says, at his gate lay a poor man named Lazarus, who was covered with sores.
Yeah, Lazarus. All right, represent represent Israel. Okay, and he was covered with sores, which are wounds, because remember, we're wounded from this captivity. Okay, we've been wounded, spiritually, psychologically, economically, okay, physically. Okay, this is the effects, okay, of this chattel slavery that we went through. Okay, so this man Lazarus represents Israel at the mercy, all right, of the rich man, because as the scriptures say, the rich ruleth over the poor. All right, in Proverbs 22:7. Okay, if a brother want to post that, how the rich ruleth over the poor. Okay, and then the borrower is servant to the lender. You see, so this system is meant, to keep Jake, all right, in an oppressed state in every way. Okay, you read on, bro.
Verse 21, it says, and Lazarus lay there longing for scraps from the rich man's table.
Yeah, that's scraps. All right, you get what, 3.4% to 4.7% of the wealth in America. Those are the scraps. Okay, you're eating, you surviving off another man's scraps, man. Okay, no matter if you're upper middle class, if you're, the elite amongst Jake, well, those are still the scraps from Esau Edom. Jay-Z is eating out the scraps. Okay, and guess what? Esau can take them scraps away. Okay, nothing for him to, even if, he can fabricate a scandal or, okay, reveal some of the wickedness you've done to get that money, destroy your name, ruin you. Okay, so what we're seeing is a nation of people that's eating out the scraps of another man's table, and these niggas are celebrating. Like I said, you have niggas on TikTok celebrating the big, beautiful bill like if it's some great victory for them, man. Okay, you keep reading, bro.
It says the dogs would come and lick his open sores.
Yeah, those are the other nations. You have this term, what you call a middleman minority. Okay, where these other nations are, giving grants and, different exemptions. Okay, because really what them heathens get now, they get tax cuts, they get tax exemptions. You niggas are not privy to that. Okay, so they get these, these tax cuts and tax exemptions. Okay, and these waivers where they can come over here and come up, all right, and have authority, okay, and social status over you, all right, and these nations, they make a profit off the curses, man. Okay, the hair industry, that's $1 billion industry, man. Okay, you niggas are going to, addicted to tobacco, okay, malt liquor and these different things, okay. That's why you have a thing in the hood called a Lucy. They don't even niggas sell you the whole pack. They niggas sell you single cigarettes. Okay? So it's to the point that where these nations, all right, they make, all right, a living off your condition. Okay? Keep reading.
Verse 22, it says, finally the poor man died and was carried by angels to be with Abraham. The rich man also died and was buried.
Yeah, so this represents, the poor man dying. All right, this represents what, man? This condition that we in, all right, being put to death. And that's why I said we was carried to the angels to be with Abraham. And Abraham is what? The father of the promise. Okay, so this is us, okay, enjoying our promise. Okay, the rich man, his rulership is going to die. Okay, and he's gonna be in a new condition. Okay, these Edomites, they're gonna be in a new condition. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 23. It said, and his soul went to the place of the dead.
You got it, bro.
Verse 23. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being tormented.
And this is a condition. Okay, so this is Esau going from the rich man, okay, in his kingdom, okay, to captivity in our kingdom. Okay, because being part of the promises to Abraham, what did it say? Kings shall come from his loins, speaking of Abraham. So this is us in our rulership, and Esau in his captivity. Okay, you got it, bro.
It says being tormented and see Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom.
Go ahead.
And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame.
Yeah, so he wants some relief. This is a rich man Esau begging for relief, okay, from the bondage that he's going to be in. Okay, so it doesn't turn good for Esau Edom. So you Jakes that's aspiring to be like Edomites, and you still looking up to these devils, okay, and you still have some type of hope of prosperity in this society. All right, this devil's empire is going to be short-lived. He's going to be brought to an end. Okay, this man's going to be judged and put in captivity, man. Okay, and there's going to be no relief from this nigga, man. All right, matter of fact, let's finish this and then we'll get there. Go ahead.
Kind of verse 25, but Abraham said, Son, I remember that thou art that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things, but now he is comforted, and thou art tormented.
Yeah, so we're gonna be comforted in our kingdom, in our rest, and this devil gonna be tormented in captivity. Go ahead.
And beside all this, between us and you, there's a great gulf fixed.
There's a great gulf fixed. Isn't there a gulf fixed on this society? So no matter how much it seems like Jake come up, there's still a gulf between him and the rest of the nations, and it's a big gulf between Jake and Esau. Okay, so the system set up to keep that great gulf fixed between Jacob and Esau. Was in the kingdom, there's going to be an even greater gulf fixed between Jacob and Esau, because we're going to be immortal. This nigga still going to be immortal. Okay, so there's going to be a huge gulf between, all right, the Israelites, all right, and the nation of Edom, you know, and all these nations, man. Okay, but especially the nation of Edom, which he's going to be the lowest ranking heathen in the kingdom. Okay, the hands and feet. Go ahead.
So that they which can pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that could come from this.
Yeah, so there's no way to close. There's going to be no way to close that gap in the kingdom. Okay, it's going to be, we're just going to be on a whole nother level, and this nigga is going to be at a whole. He's going to be at an all-time low. You see, we're going to be at our all-time high, and this nigga is going to be at his all-time low. Okay, and it's going to be like that till he's eradicated out the earth. Go ahead.
Then he said, I pray ye therefore, Father, that thou wouldest send him to my father's house.
Go ahead.
For I have 5 brethren, that he may testify to them, lest they also come into his place of torment.
Yeah, so now, they're asking, like, look, if we would have knew it would have ended up like this, we wouldn't have did what we did. But it's like, nah. Okay, because, go ahead.
Abraham said to him, they have Moses as the prophets, let them hear them.
So Esau has access to the prophets now, to where they're able to hear? Are they hearing the prophets? No, they're doing what they want to do. They're doubling down on their wickedness, man. Okay? You see? So at the end of the day, all right, we have to understand it's set up like this intentionally, man. Okay? And you niggas, cheering and celebrating, because your check went from $882 a week to now is $934 a week. Okay, and you're cheering like you got some type of victory. You can get an extra gram or 2 when you go holler at the weed man. Okay, and that's a victory to a nigga, man. Okay, let's get this in
Haggai.
Yeah, get this in Haggai 1. Get a couple more. We'll close out. All right, you got it, bro.
This is Haggai chapter 1 and verse 6. You have planted much, but harvest is little. You eat, but are not satisfied. You drink, but are still thirsty. You put on clothes, but cannot keep warm. Your wages disappear as though you were putting them in pockets filled with holes.
Yeah, so you Jakes, okay, are running on the treadmill. Okay, This society has you on the goddamn treadmill, man. Okay? This was not a system that was set up for you to gain wealth, inherit wealth, generational wealth. No, it's not. It's not for you, man. Okay? And the Lord got it fixed was like that. Okay? At the end of the day, you're supposed to be getting rich in your house shop. Okay? You see? So let's go here and we'll end it here. It's like we just want to touch on that this morning. Let's go to the book of James. Okay. Let's read this. Read verse 5. Yeah, James 2 and 5. Yeah.
Because James chapter 2, verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, had not the Most High chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom which he had promised to them that love him.
Yeah, so we heirs to a righteous eternal kingdom. You know, and that's what we believe through faith. We believe that, man. All right, and these are promises made to our forefathers. So we understand we have these things coming. We don't have, all right, the wealth of this world, all right, but we have abundance in faith, abundance in trust, abundance in knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. You know, these are the things that the Lord has allowed us to continue to become rich in. Okay, and it's leading to us inheriting the eternal righteous kingdom. Okay, so while you Jakes, you know, you're celebrating. Okay, you're celebrating this this big beautiful bill. Okay, in your mind, you have some type of victory because Esau, all right, gave you niggas a tax cut. Okay, gave you niggas a little piece, a little more of a crumb, a piece of a crumb of a crumb. You know, so this system is set up to keep you poor, to keep you oppressed. All right, it's gonna get worse, and also most of these jobs that AI is finna replace is gonna be the job that you niggas work at, man. Manufacturing, okay, school teaching. You see, what you call it? Telemarketing, okay, cashier, okay, because you would rather deal with the self checkout than eat any goddamn way, okay. So there's no good news for you niggas in this society. It's only gonna get worse. All right, the devil is baiting you niggas up for disaster. Okay, with those that have faith in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, man, it only get better from here, man. You know, yeah, that's the point. You know, Lord will. All right, you brothers. All right, and you sisters edified once again. And give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah Bashim Chakadash. And double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutations, hopefully, shalom.
Shalom.